The Nylon 66 is a very cool gun. Now they've gone way up in price. You know, they came out, they were about $50 back in 59 or 60, and the price is way up. If you want a quality gun, you're gonna pay somewhere in the neighborhood of $400. You can get the magazine fed one a little bit cheaper when you can find them, but the tube feed is the Model 66, and it's way more desirable than the mag fed. Now these guns were used quite a bit up in the Arctic because they can run dry because of the way everything works inside there. I've never taken one apart, so I don't know exactly how it works, but I just know that they can run dry, and that's what made them really popular up in the Arctic. When I was a kid, they were all over. They were pretty popular. I don't know why Remington quit making them. They were very innovative when they came out. This was the first gun to use a synthetic material on the stock, which was a real risk for Remington. They didn't know if it would take off. A lot of people thought it would flop, that nobody would buy a gun with what looks like plastic, which is really a material made by DuPont. It's actually nylon. That's where it gets its name, Nylon 66. It's very, very, very durable material. There's little to no chance of damaging this as far as breaking it or cracking it. It's very, very durable. Remington should make a run of these. I think we're at the point in time where it's been discontinued for so long. This gun appeals to people of my generation and older. I think it would be pretty popular with the older guys, and maybe it would take off again with the younger guys. I know it's hard to compete with the 1022, but the nostalgia of this, I think, would go a long way, and I think Remington would do very well with it.
Back in the 60s and 70s, you guys didn't have one of these, you weren't in the club. You get these things at Kmart, Western Auto, that's dating ourselves, guys. Coast to coast, True Value hardware stores, Sears even sold these things. You pick them up right around 50 bucks up. Nowadays, these Nylon 66s are kind of hard to come by. They're a whole lot of fun though. When you can get one, guys, pick them up. Great little guns, guys. These Nylon 66s were fed through the buttstock. Kind of a different design Remington designed, but you didn't have that tube sticking out the front. They hold 15 and one in it. So they had different variants of these. They had this buttstock fed with the lever action. Those are some of the hardest ones to come by. They had these with a bolt action. They were kind of hard to come by also nowadays. But the one that's out there you'll see a lot of will be the magazine fed Nylon 77. They're usually in the green machine. They're kind of a crappy gun. They're Jam-O-Matic. Not all of them, but a large part of them. They're just kind of a rough gun to have. Got company, guys. So when you're shooting these things, 15 in there, they got a tang safety on them. They were quite innovative when they were designed. It's cutting edge technology, guys, back in 59 and 60 when these came out. The different variants, the brown ones, the Mohawk. Black one's the Apache. So the black one actually is really cool when you can find one of these with the nickel plated trigger. This will be nickel plated. This is nickel plated, chromed out, whatever you want to call it. And they got a chrome barrel on them. These things are really hard to come by nowadays. But that one, and the one that's everything's chromed out and it's got the white diamond, that's the baby to have. Nowadays, with all the different kinds of ammo we have, You can shoot stingers. They used to be the fastest back in the day. Yellow jackets, stingers. Now we've got subsonics even and 22 ammo. They're pretty quiet. It's hard to find a gun that'll cycle these, that's enjoyable. Bolt actions, a few lever action guns. But Nylon 66 has been shooting those subsonics all right. It'd be a kick to find one of these buttstock fed in the lever gun. Those were kind of like finding chicken's teeth, guys. They're really hard to come by, and they shoot anything. They're accurate, and they're a lot of fun.
All right, I got this box of Remington 22 subsonics. It doesn't have a velocity listed on the box that I can see. Normally, on the 22 semi-automatics, you can't really cycle subsonics in them. The Ruger 1022 won't eat them. I haven't really found any other 22 I've ever owned that was semi-automatic that would eat the subsonics. I know the pistols for sure won't eat it. But I just discovered that the Remington Model 66 will eat these Remington subsonics no problemo. All right, I've got a tube full of those Remington subsonics. Those were on the shelf back during the ammo crunch. I don't normally buy subsonics, but they were there and it was the only thing available, so I grabbed them for a bolt gun that I've got. I've just never got around to shooting them till now. I thought I'd try them in the 66 because they didn't work in any other semi-auto I've ever run across. Those other 22s we were shooting, when they hit the gong, they actually fragment and fall straight down. Those, I could just see the lead wasn't fragmenting. The lead was just falling down and hitting the ground.
Here we are at the Nylon 66. You've seen it shoot all kinds of ammo today, guys. It even cycles those subsonic Remingtons. It's a pretty good little gun. It's reliable as all get out. I've had this gun for a long, long time. But anyway, guys, you want to go buy one nowadays, they're really expensive. You can find them down around 200 up. Gunbroker has them occasionally, still brand new in the box, about 400 to 500 bucks plus. So the nostalgia in one of these things just depends on how deep your pocketbooks are, guys, but they're a great gun.
This is a really cool gun. If you ever have a chance to own a piece of Americana like this, jump all over it, because I only see the price going up, up, and away.